job creation has continuously been a vital component of the economic strategies of all governments across the world. According to development experts, this is because of the direct correlation between living standards and employment levels. High employment level translates to low quality life and its attendant negative social consequences, such as high crime rates. Accordingly, most proactive countries have evolved innovative ways of tackling unemployment, especially among their youth. Our dear country, Nigeria, is not an exception. Good evening, I am Hadiza Olaoshibiko, welcoming you once again to Bank of Industry Impact. Today's edition will focus on how the Bank of Industry and the Nigerian Youth Service Corps have reignited their 18-month partnership designed to promote inclusive and sustainable growth by doing considerable thinking outside the box, which culminated in the joint launch of the 2 billion naira Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund for 7 youth corpers. Its major components are capacity building towards the production of bankable business plans and provision of loans to beneficiaries of the entrepreneurship training sessions to be facilitated by some of the best SME consultants in Nigeria who have been appointed by the Bank of Industry. The joint Nobel initiative is expected to boost job and wealth creation because it is designed to ensure that the beneficiaries become employers of labor instead of job seekers. Please recall that the NYSC DG recently visited the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, to deliberate on more productive ways in which the two development partners could actualize their developmental goals. Here are highlights of the visit that led to the eventual launch of the 2 billion naira GEF fund. In continuation of the relationship between the Bank of Industry and the National Youth Service Corps, the Nigerian Youth Service Corps Director General, Brigadier General Johnson Bamidele Olawumi, visited the Managing Director of BOI, Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, to deliberate on how the two organizations can fast-track the development program the bank and NYSC are engaged in. In his welcome remarks, the MD of BOI, Mr. Olaoluwa, highlighted areas where a lot still needs to be done, as well as other areas that needs to be fine-tuned in the partnership.
We have reviewed that MOU. We've reviewed progress made so far and areas that require extra pace. We worked on the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Program. We have actually supported some of your corpus, and some of them have become, I'll call them successful businessmen and women today. We believe that this is a major opportunity for BOI and also the NYSC to make an impact on society. We believe that this can only be the beginning of an even stronger partnership, stronger collaboration between the NYSC and the Bank of Industry. So once again, welcome to Bank of Industry, and we look forward to a more a renewed partnership between our two institutions. Thank you so much.
The NYSC DG, in his speech while commending the management of the bank, also stated the reason why the partnership should be strengthened further with the bank.
We have trained so many core members, but then there is this problem of funding. Of course, we are all aware, or we all know about the difficulty in accessing loans in this country. We talk of a very high interest rate, and even some of them to get collateral to put down has always been a problem. From our discussions, we can go back and reassure our core members that the issue of access to funding is going to be solved. In fact, has been solved now.
Welcome back. That was the meeting at which the foundation for the laudable 2 billion naira Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund was laid. Under the scheme, single-digit interest loans will be provided to eligible core members who are able to produce bankable business plans after undergoing a 3-day capacity building program in which 1,000 youth corporates will be selected through an online business idea competition. A high point of the laudable GEF was the signing of Memorandum of Understanding between Bank of Industry, the Nigerian Youth Service Corps, as well as the 9 selected SME consultants who have been appointed to conduct the training sessions across the country. Still wondering what this is all about? Here are highlights of the launch of the 2 billion Naira GEF and more insight on the tripartite relationship between BOI, NYSC and the SME trainers. At the launch of the 2 billion Naira Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund, GEF, the Executive Director, Small and Medium Enterprises at the Bank of Industry, Mr. Waheed Olagunju, in whose purview the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund falls, kick-started the program.
As we all know, the background to this, the setting to this, the context to this, is that youth unemployment is a big challenge, particularly in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. What is true of Africa is also true of Nigeria, because Nigeria is easily the most populous country in Africa. Statistics have it that more than 62% of Africa's population are below 25, and those are in your generation. And we all had what happened in 2011 when Mohamed Bouazizi in Tunisia set himself ablaze. It was part of frustration, youth unemployment. And that was the beginning of the Arab Spring. And that has not ended. So what that means is that if we don't pay attention to youth unemployment, it will lead to a lot of consequences. And that will be unpalatable for society and indeed the global community. And governments cannot employ everybody, like we all know. So the private sector remains the biggest hope for everybody in terms of employment. This has to do with what we are talking about here today. It's a program that targets the two. Capacity in terms of skills. You need to know what to do. You need to be knowledgeable, right? It's when you are knowledgeable and you know what you want to do that financiers will be willing to make funds available to you. Finances doesn't only mean credit. It also includes equity and other forms of funding. So that's all about GEF. Is a two-pronged program that addresses these two major constraints. So it's my pleasure to invite the Managing Director to please deliver his keynote address.
The Managing Director of BOI, Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, said GEF is one of the solutions to job and wealth creation in the country.
The main reason we're gathered here today is to provide a solution, or at least seek to provide a solution to graduate unemployment in Nigeria, which, if not urgently addressed, could have adverse consequences for our society. An innovative approach is required to tackle this social malaise of graduate unemployment that has engulfed the country. The strategy is to identify the innate talents of these young graduates as soon as they leave school, build their capacities for self-reliance, and also empower them to establish their own businesses, thereby creating jobs, not just for themselves, but also for other youths that they may employ. An example of this strategy is in the entertainment industry, where musical talent hunt shows, such as Project Fame, Nigeria Idols, and so on, are organized from time to time in order to identify the next generation of musical talents locally and internationally. The equivalent of the talent hunt in the business world, which is meant to address the entrepreneurial capacity and funding gaps of the serving members of NYSC, is the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund, which we are launching jointly with NYSC here today.
He also stated some of the objectives of the fund.
The Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund provides a platform for the NYSC members to be trained and to be granted access to finance to actualize their viable business ideas. The objectives of the fund include: 1, to encourage graduates of tertiary institutions that are serving under the one-year NYSC program to venture into business and become employers of labor rather than job seekers. 2, to develop the entrepreneurship skills and capacity of NYSC members. 3, to deepen financial inclusion by de-risking the NYSC members and making them eligible for small business loans to be provided by BOI and other Nigerian commercial banks. 4, to develop the next generation of Nigeria's business leaders and promote a business can-do spirit among Nigerian youth. And 5, to bring focus and attention to the need for us to develop Nigeria's real sector as a basis for diversifying our economy.
The components of GEF are as follows.
First, there will be a selection and screening of 1,000 NYSC members that will participate in the capacity building process through an online business idea competition. This will be followed by a 3-day capacity building program, which will cover such topics as generating the right business idea, which is the value proposition, how to run a profitable business, that's the business model, basic selling skills, and financial record keeping. At the end of the training, NYSC members will be able to develop their own bankable business plans, which will form the basis of loan consideration by BOI. Thirdly, medium to long-term loans at single-digit interest rates will be provided by BOI for qualifying successful NYSC members based on their business plans.
The capacity building component of the program will be implemented in partnership with NYSC Directorate, and it will be facilitated by the Skills Acquisition Entrepreneurship Department of NYSC and 9 other collaborating partners that include entrepreneurship development centers and training consultants spread across the country. The MD of the bank also pointed out some of the features of GEF.
The total amount available for lending under the GEF is 2 billion naira. Each beneficiary of GEF can access loans ranging from 500,000 naira to 2 million naira for the procurement of plant and machinery as well as working capital at a single-digit interest rate of 9% with a tenor from, depending on the circumstance, on a case-by-case basis, between 3 to 5 years. And this is inclusive of 6 months moratorium. One unique feature of GEF is that it does not require the conventional collateral usually demanded by banks. So you want to know what the collateral is? We will take a specific charge on the equipment we are financing. And we will also take a lien on your NYSC discharge certificate, just to have a moral angle to you, so that you know you cannot go away. NYSC Secretariat will help us hold on to that certificate until the loan is fully repaid. And I believe that regardless of circumstance of the NYSC corporate, there must be somebody who can stand for you. In the immediate family, in the extended family, there must be somebody who can stand for you. So we need you to give us just one guarantor. That is all we're asking for.
In his speech, the NYSC DG assured the management of the bank that the program will be executed for the aim it was set out for.
I want to state here that the NYSC, we are going to fulfill our own aspect of this partnership. we're going to provide for you 1,000 core members that are really interested, not just anyone that wants to hide under it to get money to go and buy a car.
Yes, sir.
We are going to provide suitable camps for the training. We are going to provide all the information you need. You talked about call-up numbers. I want to also tell you that now they know that we even have their biometric capture, so that with that, nobody can come and hide, take money and go away. So we will support or we'll make sure that we provide our own aspect of this partnership.
He also urged government to provide policies that would encourage young entrepreneurs to be more productive.
I started that sometimes ago. There's an ESCOM member, and I think he's here. And we noticed that he was producing refined gari. And I felt that, look, if this man keep producing this gari and going around everywhere and there is nobody to patronize him, he will just fold up one day. So I took him to the army. And he can confirm it. From him, we started buying in large packets, sending to our troops in the Northeast. And the troops love it. Once they are going on patrol, they put it in their pouch collar. They have water in their water bottle, because some of them, not because the provision is not there, but because of the nature of the terrain where they operate, they might not get food, breakfast might not reach them until evening. But because it's very handy, they quickly put it in their, bring it out, and they have something to eat.
The 9 training consultants signed a memorandum of understanding with the bank and NYSC. Here are remarks from some of the consultants.
I want to say a very big thank you to the BOI and to NYSC and to all you coppers, as many of you that qualify to benefit from this program. Please make sure that you give the whole of you into it, because we are dependent as a country on what you would make out of this opportunity that's been given to you. Thank you and God bless.
I think what this can do in terms of engendering hope among the youth and giving the opportunity and sending out that strong message that young people need to go out there and not look for jobs, but create the jobs and create the wealth and create the value, not at the top end of the economy, but you know where? In the local economies. So, Youth Corpus, are you ready? Yes. I didn't hear anything. Yes. Whoever succeeds, your story will be told, and you will be a hero.
The future is not in any job. There's no job anywhere. The future is in your hands. What better will you have in life than somebody saying, hey, you graduate, I'm going to train you, and all I need is your certificate, and hey, here's the cash, go and start. I think we should appreciate them to a round. Thank you very much.
I want to commend the MD for allotting 2 billion naira for this effort. So DG NYSC, it's over to you now, and government. Find a way to allow BOI to play the role of BOI, because we must sustain this program. Sustainability is important, and that requires more funds.
That I am thrilled. I think I am fulfilled, almost. And I want to thank the MD and other members of the management of the Bank of Industry for finding us worthy of this partnership.
There were also encouraging testimonials from former core members that have benefited from the bank and NYSC partnership.
This enterprise kicked off on the 7th of June 2013 with an initial capital of 1,250 naira. When you want to start a big business, don't be looking at 500,000, don't be looking at 1 million, don't be looking at 2 million. Start something small, get the market, get the interest of the people. I believe in this. I want to shock every one of you. My mommy never believed in this business. I said, I'm selling Gary. He said, have they cost you? After investing, I'm selling Gary. Then the Bank of Industry plunged into this vision so as to ensure that this dream comes into reality. After passing through their processes, I was given the term loan. I won't mention the amount again. On the 13th of September 2013, and by the grace of God, the factory is now set up and our products are in the market.
Before I went to Bank of Industry, I didn't believe that Bank of Industry is this open. I didn't believe it. Because I have always had this mentality that it's only when you know somebody that you go to Bank of Industry. So let me just be working hard on my own. Whatever I see, I get. Then I now met a farmer in Asaba. So he took this drink and said, wow, have you gone to Bank of Industry? I said, you know now, I'm a small guy waiting. I don't have anything now. I have nobody. I don't have any godfather to go. Say, no, you're mistaken. Go to Bank of Industry. Your money is there. And the process started. I got my loan. Finally, they approved it. I was so happy and surprised. And they gave me some money. I upgraded. They never stopped there. They went on to start exposing me. I got the inspiration from the managing director, Mr. Rashid. The core values of BOI, spirit. His core values, spirit. When I was going through, I picked out resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is the ability to achieve greater things with little resources. Very, very important. As an entrepreneur, you must be resourceful. You must know how to handle a lot of things with little resources because you will never have enough. Never. So you must be creative. You must be thinking every day. 24 hours, you must be thinking. I want you to make very good use of this opportunity that you are being given today. And know that it's not all about giving you money. You must have character. You must pay back. It's not a free money. So it's not when you are being given this money, you say, oh, no, I'm not a big boy. You start looking at one Corolla like that. No. No. I told myself before I have my own private car, today I don't have my own private car. Before I have my own private car, I would have gotten something like 5 buses that are distributing my products. So.
This 7-youth corper shares his experience, which got everyone clapping and laughing at the same time.
Actually, not having the experience with this side, I was actually not interested at first. One of my friends was telling me, come and do this bag making, shoe making. I said, oh, Ben, which kind of bag making? There's nothing like, who do I want to sell bags to? My mom buys bags, plenty, I have like 40 of her bags. When you feel this thing, and I said, okay, like, you should just take me to this side trainer. And he took me there. What shocked me was that the man that taught me back is crippled. That was the first thing that made me join this stuff. So when I now made one bag, my organ at Alausa, and I said, you made this bag, okay, come and show me your bag. I said, I don't want to show you. I don't know whether the bag is good or not. He said, just bring it. He was the first person that bought it. Then after I bought it, my other organs now saw him carrying. I said, this bag is nice. Who made it? He said, copper again. Okay, copper, bring your bag. And I started selling them. Then I just made like 4. Within that week, I sold it for 16,000. Okay, we start making bags then.
And for incoming corpers who would like to be a part of this initiative, please log on to www.boi.ng/GEF. Using your state code as your unique identification number, you will also have a good story to tell the world. Going by its warm embrace and the high enthusiasm displayed by all stakeholders at the highly impressive launch of the 2 billion naira Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund, all indications are that the scheme would considerably stem the challenges of youth unemployment in Nigeria. We also urge our dear parents not to discourage entrepreneurial initiatives of our younger ones. We should all remember that the big businesses of today started small. It's on this note that we'll draw the curtain on today's program. It's good evening and have an enterprising week. I am Hadiza Olaoshibikon. Bye for now.